maybe I'll do the research and give out the main thing. After doing a research on her social media, they found that the content she had used went against the rights, or against Facebook, against tourism. Sorry. Immediately she was sacked. The content that you post online is very important, and that's what will make you grow, and that's what will make you fail. I'm going to talk about personal branding, what it means by personal branding.
Okango, sorry, you can now share screen, sorry.
Thank you very much. Hey, that was close. Hey, Rodriguez, that was close.
Yes.
Then, thank you. Hey, otherwise, how do students get this? And I can notice there are people who don't have Zoom. So that means they're waiting on the YouTube. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank
now
you.
Poleni
sana kwangu kulikuwa kumepotea stima. We just got them back now, so ndio login. So sorry.
Wow.
But Okango is now the
thank
host.
You so
He can record and he can share.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
you,
Rodrigo.
Wait, Rodrigo, can I see you Quatente Green? Can I see you Quatente Green? Thank you very much. Asante. Rodrigo, you are darling. Go ahead, Okango.
I've given us one case scenario, and I want to give us another case scenario whereby Dr. Ezekiel Mutua engaged with a fella or a guy on Twitter. He said, I'm going to read it, it's long, but I'm going to read it as fast as possible. He said, 2 days ago, a young man made a comment on my post about retarded growth and pain of delay. It was a comment smack right in the middle of a flurry of reaction to the post. What caught my attention was the confession by the gentleman that he was 33 years and was losing hope in life. He indicated that he had no job and no source of income, and that he had tried knocking doors of some senior politicians for help, but nothing was available. I got interested in a story and began to engage. I got interested in his story and began to engage further with the view to finding out how I could assist. The gentleman said he needed 50,000 to start a business. I engaged him further, and he seemed to be clear on the kind of business he could do with the money. I made up my mind to sacrifice 50,000 out of my salary this month to help this young man. But since we were only communicating on social media, I decided to do due diligence. He went ahead and said, hitherto, I hadn't paid attention to this guy's name. But on scrutinizing his Facebook account, I realized the fella uses a very strange name, Ndugu Arap Mshamba. His post was about celebrities, some of whom I did not particularly consider role models. And for the most part, his posts are critical of government. Nothing wrong with that. But my interest in this guy ended there. His social media branding didn't confirm with my personal and professional values. I was not going to sacrifice 50,000 to support a stranger who has branded himself so recklessly. Of course, the communication didn't end there. And I would later discover that the guy has a beautiful name, but he chooses the reckless use of Arap Mshamba, a tag used scornfully for a top politician in Kenya. It hurts me it hurts me when I see young people jumping into foolish bandwagons of mocking national leaders or using derogatory language. Those are bad languages The fella has followed up to explain himself, but I won't change my mind. So you see, such a conversation. Someone engages with Mtula. Mtula sacrifices 50,000, but because Mtula doesn't know me, for example, doesn't know who is Okango Arnold, he went ahead looking for this fella, this individual. Who is he? Is he a guy that I can trust? Is he a person that has personality? Then I went ahead and quoted and said, personal branding is the cautious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of an individual by positioning them as an authority in the industry, elevating their credibility and differentiating themselves from competition. You are competing right now as a musician. How do you present yourself online? Are you presenting yourself online like a farmer? Are you presenting yourself online like a politician? Are you presenting yourself online as a normal or common mwananchi? Then I went ahead and said, personal branding helps you get a job or helps you lose a job. Branding is about who you are. Who is Helen Mutango?
Ukango, kushikilia hapo vile umenitaja nimeingia. The thing is, there's a guy apparently who thought that social media was nothing. These days, even employers look at your social media handles. If you go to look for a job, some of them actually on the interview day, they ask you what's your name, etc. And they go straight on Facebook to see if there's a complaint about you. What is it you're presenting yourself? There's a guy who went and attacked somebody online. Attacked them to the extent that it was a big debate until somebody else started telling him, you know what? Instead of attacking them like this, you can this provided different evidences. On the day this guy now wanted to work with the government unleashed all the attacks he had written on Facebook. Do you know that alone made him not get? He wanted to go and volunteer. His voluntary services was not required by the government because of what he had written online. The second example is Mutua. Is it Mutua? Ezekiel Mutua. Actually, you can even find it on his status. He saw somebody's testimony who is a graduate, who apparently had spent so much time looking for jobs and couldn't find. So when he wrote a testimonial on his Facebook saying that he had taken 3 years without getting employed and he was a first class honors, Ezekiel, out of empathy, said he was going to give him 50,000 to start a business. But then Ezekiel's instinct told him, search more. So he went to search the name of this guy, realized he had a pseudo account on Facebook, and with the pseudo account, he used every bitter word to criticize the politicians. That alone made Ezekiel Mutua withdraw his funds. Before he started, he said, you know what? I was about to send funds to you. Unfortunately, I found this account. Now I can't. How you present yourself online matters. It could actually push you forward or push you down. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. You brought it clear. Yeah. So as you as trainees, the moment we end AOV, is that the moment that you realize you are alone and you need now to put yourself out here. I know majority of you are still students, but that doesn't end. Social media will never end. Your branding, personal branding will never end. A good example I want to give us an example of this guy. Oh, I always refer us to a nice movie, a nice series called The Empire. If you've ever seen The Empire, that's the moment you realize, yes, it's important to have a brand. Empire is a brand. But the moment there is a character, the main character called Luciano, is something like Luciano left Empire. Empire name didn't end there. What happened? The son to Luciano took over. And the moment the son to Luciano took over, the son wanted also to rebrand the brand called Empire. But people told him, never do that. Empire will remain to be Empire. The same way AOV will always remain to be AOV. Right. I want to do a presentation. I'm looking for something here. I don't know where I put, but I'm looking for it to present for us what I meant by digital marketing.
Yes.
Yes.
Movie, they even telling you that it was Hakim.
Hakim. I'm looking for a document. Maybe, Madam Helen, can you pick it up so that I look for this document as fast as possible?
Okay, let's talk about Hakim. Guys who know Hakim, what did Hakim attempt? Somebody says Hakim actually wanted to change the name of Empire, but he was advised by his mom, no, do not change the name Empire. Wait. It had to be Mbaire. Mbaire, you're the one who knows about Hakim.
Yes.
I tried to watch Empire myself. I tell you, I used to sleep instead. Because that's musical and it's beautiful. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, because many people have referred to it. Yes, Mbaire, what do you want to say?
Well, Empire is a series about music and how a family built it up, and how the mother supported it. Though she went to jail, I think, for 17 years and took the fall. And then when she came out, there's a time the son had a disagreement with the father. The father left and he wanted to change the brand name. But his mom advised that if you do that, Empire will fall because people have been knowing the Empire, the production company as Empire, so do not change it.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you actually feel something like that because I used to watch a program to Tango called Bold and the Beautiful. Bold and the Beautiful was addicting. Some of these soap operas that women like to watch. I watched it and I was an addict big time. The minute they changed the face of Rich Foster, and then they changed the image of the brother. That thing was never the same again. But later on, because of putting the face, imagine somebody changing the face of Ian and saying from now on, we're not going to have Ian, we're going to have Fila. For you to actually put Fila's face and be like, oh my gosh, we need Ian, it will take a while. And what I'm trying, I think what Okan was trying to say is sometimes when you start up something, foundations and roots, people always imagine what to see next. They plan for you. The minute you change a few things, it falls. Just like the way I left Task with the Fame, same time is when Sheila also left. This Sheila, this lady represents that she left, and that was the beginning of the downfall of Task with the Fame. And after that, it died a natural death. That's what happens when you actually change the brand. Sometimes even if you rebrand, sometimes the branding can work for you or against you. I think I'm going to tell you more about that. Just like when we started your Facebook vocalist, it took a while for people to accept Africa Online vocalist. It took a while for people to actually accept Africa Online, and now that it has taken off, people have forgotten Facebook vocalist. In fact, after we say Facebook vocalist, people are wondering what is that, and yet that is where we started from. So rebranding can be for or against you. It can work for you. It might work against you. I hope everything works well. Yeah, Big Brother, the Big Brother Niger version. I don't even know whether I watched it here. Yeah, size 8 stuck with her name. Yeah, even after doing gospel, she stuck with her name. CPF example, very relevant. Yeah, very, very great. Even Tasker Project Fame, stood out. When we did Katie, and I can see people still envision Tasker for the film, but it still doesn't make sense. But look at what it has done for us now as Africa online vocalists. You know, Ian joined, and after Ian joined, a story came out that Tasker for the film moved to Facebook. So that means people believe that this is Tasker for the film. Africa online vocalists, I think it's Tasker for the film, but the Facebook version. So sometimes the association makes people actually step up your game, or it makes you actually have very high, people have high expectations, and it helps you also in profiling. I hope you can hear that. Yeah, Pompey started what? Pompey started with his name after switching from secular to gospel. Yeah. Sometimes if you stick with your name, it actually helps your brand, or it might even change the way or the perspective of what people think about you. I think my mic is not clear. Aye, guys. And now, how come other people can hear me? Rhea, can you hear me now better? Or it is still going on and off? Oh, I'm breaking. Maybe it is the network. Even now, I'm still breaking. Okay, now you can hear me. Oh, yeah, bad scratch. I removed this thing. Better use my video microphone. Even now, when I want to hear you, I can't. You're comic. Yes, I'm using break technique. Okay. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, this thing doesn't want things poking it like I think an headphone, etc. Maybe I can use headphones for listening. But then in terms of delivery, I will have to probably just remove, and you hear me well. Okay. Thank you. I should have done this without using a headphone. Anyhow, yeah. You see that scratch? Hey, oh God, these people are shambulating me. Oh gosh, the popcorn is not good. Let me check if I can use my iPhone. Kindly, can I get my iPhone? Let me see if I can. Oh, it has a vibrato now. Wacheni kunichokoza sasa. Oh, come back. Come back. Rodriguez. Is Rodriguez in the house? Or maybe he left. Sasa hii ni kunishambulia. Mashambuliano mtaacha. Uliona wapi? Ulisikia wapi? Let me get the iPhone. Okay, thank you for coming in.
All right. I want to do it practically for us. I hope you can see my screen. I'm on Facebook at the moment. But the question is, Facebook, what is Facebook? What is this Facebook? People always say like, Facebook is not working for me. Others says like, I'm only for Instagram. Others says, I'm good at YouTubing. Others says, I'm good at LinkedIn and so many other platforms. But the reality is there are a lot of people, billions. Actually, it's around 12 billion users on Facebook, which is a positive and a way to go. This is where a class 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you will find them here, because they'd be like, yes, we need Facebook. But also, I want to give an example of this lady called Saizit. Saizit alipea, the moment mtoto wake alizaliwa, that's the moment she opened an Instagram account for her baby. The same happens to other. I think generally the celebrities opens account for their babies when they're growing up. But yeah, it's a good way. It's a good way to do this. But generally, when the kid grows up, it becomes something like, you see, you can't choose something that I don't like for me. You can't choose it. When I like to do something better, let me do it. You can't choose. It depends with someone's mind, because you can decide, let me use whatever it is there for my benefit. and somehow you will say, no, I want to build it myself. I want to do it myself. Facebook, I'm going to use, this is a Facebook profile. This is a good example of Facebook profile. On my end, as you can see, the pictures themselves are showing something better. It's something that when someone looks and he or she will say, yes, this person looks professional. I go down here to where you write, you edit who you are, and basically you kindly describe your profile. It's your profile. Now you want to show who you are. I've put my wordings there, showing I'm a God-fearing, go-getter, I'm a digital marketing enthusiast, I'm an award winner. Madam Helen can verify, can testify that one. Then I've just said no salary can match my dream, because I know my dream is bigger than the salary itself. And that one comes to this discussion whereby Madam Helen always tells me, Arnold, don't look for money. Don't look for money. Look for something that will benefit you way forward, will jumpstart your life, your successful life. Now you are a musician. Money is never enough. Money will be there. You still need more money. Your dream is very, very important. Then, on the introduction part of it here on Facebook, it really describes who I am. It describes who I am in depth. You're a musician. Tell us, you're a musician. You play saxophone, you play whatever and whatever. Be brief and introduce yourself clearly. And make sure like you've spoken the right thing. Because most people lie. By the way, on social media, most people lie. But the portfolio itself, what have you done? When someone tells or asks you, what have you done? The social media will display first. Then your social media is your online portfolio. Then there is a resume or a CV. That one is an offline thing that really describes who you are. Then I've gone ahead differentiating between my personal life with the branding itself. Branding, now I'll showcase whatever my brand is, whatever digital marketing strategist is. You're a musician, go to Facebook, create your Facebook page. It's very, very important. In that, the moment, you see, like Facebook only allows 5,000 people, but a page will allow or give you an extra of millions and millions of friends, which is a positive thing that you should always have. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, when you're building your own empire, like AOV needed a Facebook group for us to interact. AOV is like a family. Now, you yourself, you want to come up with, you're a musician, you're an actor, you're an actress, you are a social media specialist, you are a lecturer like Helen Tawali. Always have two things that differentiates between your personal life and your brand. You can't bring whatever happened to you in your home yesterday on a Facebook page. You can't bring whatever happened to you on the road, then you're bringing it on your page. No. That one doesn't work at all. Now, that's the moment I search for something here. So today I'm going only to talk about Facebook. Maybe I'll guzia about Instagram and so many accounts. But tomorrow I'm going to talk in depth of what is socialization on social media. What differentiates you from social media and who you are like now at the moment. So as you can see, I've just searched Okango Arnold, and what appears on top is the page. Is the page. And the page talks about who I am. The page talks about whatever I want to be, or it displays about my brand itself. As you can see here, down here, I've said I'm a public figure. Then I went ahead saying, as young generation, we are here to compete, not to represent. And thereafter open this page for discussion matters leadership and blah, blah, blah. Now, this page is not just for leadership. It talks about more and more things about being a leader in music. I believe that on the page, on the AOV season 3, there is a leader who guides you, who leads you, who serves you better. I believe the moment you are interacting on social media, that's the moment you become a leader. You lead by yourself. That's the moment you differentiate yourself from other people. Now, this is how the profile looks from the cover photo. From the cover photo itself here. Here we were doing, I think it was NPAS, something like NPAS something. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was NPAS. Sorry that for that message. It was NPAS. I was doing an introduction. I think it was something, either an introduction or something. So maybe I can remember later. So a cover photo. What is a cover photo and what is your logo? Your logo now tells more about your brand. A logo tells more about who Maggie Ireri is, who Esther Wangoi is. A logo will differentiate you from other competitors, will differentiate Maggie Ireri from Esther Wangoi. It will differentiate between Okango Arnold and Helen Tawali. It will differentiate between Maggie Ireri and AOV. A logo means a branding means something like a logo, something like a page, something like colors that you use means branding. A good example of Equity Bank. Equity Bank had back and forth in terms of the colors that they had. What did they do? They went ahead doing rebranding and they rebranded Equity Bank. The color itself now shows. It also differentiates between you now and you tomorrow. Helen Tawali of today and Helen Tawali of tomorrow. AOV of today and AOV of tomorrow. Always get it clear. Now, how do you do it? How do you check? Maybe Madam Helen, you will give me an opportunity to you'll give me an opportunity to someone is talking on the background, sorry. You'll give me an opportunity to share with the students.
Zoom, don't be you who can mute people like that. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Ole.
I think I want to give us another story because I like storytelling, because storytelling is very important when it comes to training. In 1985, this is what I wrote. In 1985, Coca-Cola Company introduced a new sweeter version of their beverage to combat their new competitor, Pepsi. Then, as people preferred the taste of Pepsi over Coke in blind test, Coke felt the need to regain market shares in new recipe. So how did it turn out? It didn't turn well. Public response was so negative that people were hooding the new old Coke and selling it to the black market for grossly inflated prices. Why were people so upset? Coke brand embodied classic American tradition, and people didn't want new version of Coke. They wanted that classic beverage whose secret recipe was guarded under lock and key in Georgia so many years. After finally retiring the new Coke recipe, sales of the old classic Coke was significantly higher. So, what do we take away from this marketing mistake? Learn what your customers or your clients want before spending time and money on top secret product or service change. Coca-Cola, the shape of Coca-Cola itself. So I use that character or that shape to really or vividly describe what is digital marketing. The shape of Coca-Cola, the way it looks like a beautiful woman, that one is the uniqueness, the unique selling point of Coca-Cola, the USP, unique selling point of Coca-Cola, the way it looks like figure number 8. It makes itself.
Sema to the beautiful shape of a woman. Wacha kucheza kando. Sema the beautiful shape of a woman.
Yes, the beautiful shape of a woman. Because as you see it, then there is a way Coca-Cola inashikwa. You can't shika on the top of it. I wish I had that bottle here. You can't shika at the bottle of at the top of Coca-Cola for it. Like there is a way Coke inashikwa hapa chini, down here, just closer to the bottom part of it. Inashikwa hapo katikati. Inashikwa hapo katikati, whereby like the positioning, it really helps when it comes to like enjoying the moment. Just the feeling, like it's selling itself.
It doesn't apply to women.
Pardon? Can you hear me?
Achana na mtash, endelea na class.
I'm saying only men enjoy holding the nini. It depends on holding. Hapo ndio wanaume mimi sijawahi fikiria ati holding the Coca-Cola bottle unashikilia na shape. Hebu niambie Mbagire, do you think about it like that? Especially if you are figure 11.
So you see like Pepsi. Pepsi inakaa figure 1, either figure 1 ama size 1 ama size what. Like itself, it doesn't look presentable. But that's what I'm saying. There is someone else who will say taste of Pepsi is good as compared to taste of Coca-Cola. But I don't know. I've never tasted Pepsi. Maybe one day I'll taste. A good example of what I'm talking about. In Kenya, a lot of people consumes Coca-Cola as compared to Tanzania. Enda pale boda, watakwambia hatujui Pepsi, hatujui Coca-Cola, sisi tunajua Pepsi. Tunajua tu Pepsi. Yeah. So that's how, like, it depends. It really, really depends. But Pepsi is not widely spread or widely consumed. The branding, the brand part of it is what makes Coca-Cola to be sold.
Coca-Cola bottle and drinking it for enjoyment. Elation, and now your brain is supposed to think. No way. Team Straw, Mkwabi, Team Straw. Us guys are the people who use straw. And will that also make people think badly about us? Because we are the ones who sang? Sorry, poleni sana.
On Facebook, here on Facebook page is whereby you can do everything. You can know your insight. I want to go to insights here. Insights, I mean, whereby you will know how many people have visited my page. How many? I'm going to use Helen Mtawali's page. Good example. Helen Mtawali. I want to check on Helen Mtawali page. Yes, the performance, how you've been performing. If it's poor, I'll tell you. And I'll tell you also on AOV, the performance. You see, like, a page will give you how you've engaged today to how you will engage tomorrow. It will analyze for you who your competitors were. It will give you how many shares you got. It will show you, only if you are an admin, like I'm an admin to Helen Tawali's page. Now I'll go here on the insight part of it, insight here. If you're having a page, this is where the magic happens. On the insight, when I click the insight, just a moment, it loads. Let's give it a moment. But generally, that's where you will know and you will learn what is branding. When you're having an insight itakuambia, like, today your performance was so low. You got 0 engagement. I don't know why it's taking long. It's taking long to open. It will tell you, like, how many shares you got.
Rodriguez,
how many.
can help out, or you only can have one.
Pardon, Helen?
I'm saying you can only have one host. Rodriguez would have helped. You ndio uzuri ya Google Meet.
Yes, in uzuri Google Meet, it could be better, but you see, it keeps on loading. I don't know, is it my data or is it my Wi-Fi or is it whatever? But generally, this is where now you as a musician have to know. Then, the juicy part of it is the content. I don't know how much time I had for today's discussion. Madam Helen, how many minutes to talk?
The whole time. Yes.
Okay. The magic is in the content. Now, someone will ask, manze, mi nitapataje content ya kupost? Mi nitajuaje nitakuwa na post nini? That one should not bother you. What should bother you is, my fan base wanataka kuconsume nini? My fan base wanataka nini generally? Do they need something that will help them tomorrow? Because here is where now you will you'll be able to learn so many things. Like for example, a good example is what you're posting on AOV. is the content. What you're posting on AOV is the content. Vote for me, vote for what? Like you mnataka tu from AOV. Now you as a person, what will you be posting? I always say rule number one, always have a calendar. Always have a calendar. It's called social media calendar. On Monday, post like quotes. On Tuesday, post something like tell people about your YouTube channel. On Wednesday, ask people, humble down to your fan base. Tell them, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or kindly view my video. On Wednesday, share something insightful about your journey. For example, like as a musician, quote somewhere. Me, I always tell people like the best person, like the best musician who I'll always listen to his music is Christopher Martins, because it has a message. And Christopher Martins and Lucky Dube, maybe that's my taste. You have your taste. I'll go and listen to message and post the same message, for example, online. People will engage with it. Then, rule number 2, you've posted your content. What next? The next thing is, when someone comments, always reply to the comment. They're human beings. They're your fans. They're the people who want you to grow up. These are the same people who will build you or who will make you lose. They'll appreciate you today and they will depreciate you tomorrow. And in music, don't tell me like Rodrigo is my fan and fan forever. Today Rodrigo will love my music, and tomorrow Rodrigo will love someone's music. It's true, and that one happens. Number 3, the most important thing on social media is be social. Be social, and that's why it's called social media. Be social to whatever you're posting. Post something that will engage everyone. Post something that a 35-year-old or a 50-year-old, when he goes online, will say, yes, this is what I needed. This is the content from Precious that I needed. This is the content, yes, that I'll need even to refer someone to be even looking at who you are. Basically, what do I mean? I mean like the engagement part of it should always be awesome. Currently, you're telling people to vote for you. Are you appreciating them after voting? That's the question. Or are you just posting, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me? Are you appreciating? Are you saying, thank you? It's about feelings. Maybe someone woke up in the morning with a lot of stress. The music that you're posting, is it a music that will encourage that person? Is it a music that will make that person say, yes, my week has started on a good note? Is it something that will make Helen Tawali say, yes, this is my student. I taught this student. I mentored this student. Always have something that makes you unique. Don't copy. A good example, I want to give you an example of ringtone. There is always a back and forth between ringtone, Willie Paul, and Bahati. Kevin Bahati. There is always back and forth. Unapata ringtone prides anasema Willie Paul ametoka kwa gospel industry, ameenda kwa another industry. Like, he's always against every musician, more so for Willie Paul and Bahati. But I want to give you an example. I want to give you a good response that he went ahead after the critics that he got from Ringtone. He went ahead and did a music, a gospel. Is it a gospel? Maybe Rodrigo will tell me. Wanani, mimi ni wanani. Is it a gospel music or a gengeton? I don't know. Maybe. But the message itself talks about. So unasikianga anasema Diana nani who is called Bahati is mtoto wa mama, mtoto wa Diana. He went ahead to to have write a song talking about Wanani, and it ranked all over. It ranked in Kenya for how many days, and it's still ranking. Because the content always use those stones that someone throws at you or against you to build yourself. The content itself is something very, very important. When someone is talking against you, build your own thing. A good example of Rose Muhando. Generally, I love the music, the songs from Rose Muhando. But the mistake she did was not introducing a brand that will fight for her when she's not around. Like currently, I always say, I'm missing Rose Muhando. I'm missing the music, the content of Rose Muhando. Because she didn't lay a brand that will support her in the future. People are fighting against these music in this music industry. In this music industry, there is a lot of hatred, and that one I can point it out. Maybe we are here. We're just amongst ourselves here. Me, I don't like music za Maggie Reri. Spendi video ya Pressure, spendi video ya Helen. Like, they're just here. They're just here, and I always say, they're just within us here. Music industry is so stiff. There is stiff competition in this industry. If you don't perform, you're left out. If you don't impress, you're left out. If you don't show up like, yes, I can do it. My fans are going to engage with whatever I'm posting positively. If you can't, or if you're not in a position to do that, then you're singing to impress you yourself only. Or you're singing just to sell the music to you, not to other people. Have a fan base. A fan base who will always be asking, where is Helen Mtawali? Like, let me say, Mtawali akose kupost kwa Facebook, ama akose kupost kwa brand ya AOV for more than 1 week. People will question. People will ask, where is Helen Mtawali? Where is her? Where is her? People will be questioning. Like, mimi nikikosa kuongea na Helen like a day, I'm always asking myself, kwani tumekosana? like we engage most of the times. I'm trying to tell you, build your own brand. A brand that will distinguish you from J.RODRIGEZ brand. A brand that will distinguish you from AOV. After the trainings, from AOV, when we vetted you and say, yes, you're good to go, what next? The next thing is building your fan base. And building your fan base starts from the simple things, those simple things that we ignore majorly on social media. The simple things, I mean, like posting about the videos I have, posting about any quotation, posting about anything concerning you that you see this one is going to build my fan base. Straight to Facebook Insight here. You're seeing here, Facebook gives you page summary for the last 7 days. Still, you can filter down, then say for 28 days. Then it will filter and tell you the performances of Helen Tawali for 28 days. Basically, 28 days is 1 month. Page actions, it will tell you, it will filter down. Page action, I mean, like, yes, people saw your content, or people viewed your content on Facebook, but how many actioned, I mean, how many shared, how many people, like, how many people engaged with you through inboxing, how many people clicked the link that you shared. Then it gives us direct to page views. How many people viewed your page? Like, for example, like, Mimi Venime view page Helen Tawali at the moment, it is a +1. Like, currently, this is too bad. 1,000 for past 20, for past 1 month. This is too low. This is 1 day's content. I hope Helen Tawali is in the room. This is too low, and very low when it comes to a brand like you. This is very, very low. And I'll tell you today, it's very low. It doesn't please even yourself.
In terms of adding people, because we had 17, and 17 were able to bring 6,000 people. You are 37. You have only brought 1,000, which is very wrong to the group. And this time, Okango, let me let you know that we have a page. And the page is supposed to be one that is controlled because of the corporal eye. Yeah, like that's supposed to be our page that actually attracts the corporate. Yeah. Yes. So we post whatever we need to post on our group, but then we post what Photo Magic releases on our page, so that if there's any corporate interested, we point them to our page. And that's where we also need to invite people, because that one is bigger. This page, this group that we have is limited because we're private. So there are many things we cannot be able to do, but with the page, we can do much more, except now contestants post on the group, Photo Magic posts on the page. If we can also be able to add, wake up guys, this week is gonna be terrible. So I don't want that to be terrible, because that we are not able to add, we're not able to inform people, you are our informers. Therefore, this is supposed to be for your good as well, because that's how we know whether there are people supporting you or not. In fact, if people don't support you in AOV, think twice.
I don't know. Okay, let me proceed.
Yes, you can.
Can you hear me? Right. This is just page views. How many people have viewed this page for Helen Tawali? And this is just for previews. I've viewed Helen Tawali, but again, I want to view it again. The preview also. 3 people only. That's a negative and a negative. Even it tells you here, it is 63% down compared to previous 28 days. It is 63% down. That one, I'm just analyzing Helen Tawali. I'm going to analyze for AOV. Then it tells you how many people you've garnered for the past 30 days. How many likes you've got for the past 30 days. Then how many reach you've got for 30 days. Then I think there's not enough data to recommend. Also, social media on Facebook will always recommend. it will recommend and tell you the best time to post is in the morning, whereby you're getting X likes, X reach, X whatever. It will always recommend. This bring us directly to AOV. If you have any question, kindly just post it.
There's no day I had very big traction. Is there a day I had big traction?
You had?
Is there a day I had many people?
No, here it doesn't recommend. Maybe that one I'll fix it out. I think is there some matter of fixing? I'll check it out and briefly tell you. Now this is AOV. Let me check AOV page. It's a group, sorry. Group.
Also check the AOV Africa.
Pardon, I can't hear you. Is that bringing Africa? As you can see, there is something like AOV somewhere here. Also, some other companies are using the same tagline, AOV. Now, on Africa Online Vocalist, this is where we need to engage a lot. We need at least to bring ourselves to. It's a place whereby we need to bring traffic. Traffic, I mean, whatever you're posting, sharing with your friends, doing whatever, that's traffic that you're bringing here. Now, down here, there is insight. On the group here, this is the group. Only if you are an admin, you will be able to see the insight here. The group growth, the engagement, and whatever, the membership part of it. Now, let's check on growth as number one thing, and it's very easy because Facebook also, you can download the details here. You can download the details here on this, whatever I'm pointing here, and this on the pointer. You can download it and have it on an Excel form whereby you can analyze it when you are offline. In the past 28 days, AOV has had 6,897 total members. And you're seeing here, I'm pointing on, this is date, this was on 24th August. It had 5,850. Like it will give you per day, per day, it will just give you, like this one is 31st, you had 6,000. The group had 6,000. Then on 7th, it had 6,300. As you go on, it will just be adding plus and plus and plus. That's the growth. Then it will give you a statistics, how many members, me as an admin, I have approved the post, I have done what, it will give me here. Then because Helen Mtawali is an admin, a super admin, she's able to say, like, I've approved 6,000 people and I've declined X people and I've blocked X people. It will give me, it will share with me. Then the engagement is where we are now. Engagement, how many people have interacted with the group? How many people have posted in the group? how many people have shared whatever they've been sharing in the group? How many posts have been made? As you can see here, up here, it's saying 998 posts so far made for the last 28 days. Let me say for the last 7 days, because we've been learning for the last 7 days. Let me see. Only 251 posts have been made for the 7 days. Then it will tell me how many active members have been on the page, which is 3,645. It won't lie. It won't lie. Social media doesn't lie. Then it will tell you, it will narrow down popular days, the days that there was a lot of engagement. Basically, on Monday, you had over 500, as you can see here. You had over 500, which means on Monday is the day whereby a lot of people are engaging with AOV. That's the day, like today, that's the day whereby when you post your post or your content or a video, a lot of people are interacting with it. Then it will tell me popular times. Like around, if I could have downloaded it, it would show me from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. In between here, basically, yeah, that's shown me. At 5 p.m., a lot of people are interacting with the page. Basically, what does that mean? People are out of work. People are out of anything that consumes their time. Now they're online. They want to post anything. They want to interact with anything that is online. Then it will tell me the top posts with lots of engagement. Helen Tawali made a post on 5th September, and she was able to get like more than a plus 105 likes.
Who's that? Who's that?
It's you. It's you. I can see. You.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you. It's you.
And now tell us if there's anyone whose post is going to have a lot of traction and comments. Zawadi kwake and Zawadi tangible.
Yes. Then it had 131 comments. I think this one you're going live. Then it had, how many people saw it? 1,015. That's a plus. Then we had Ruguru as well. Hapa sioni the new people. Eve is stopping. Eve Anyala. Anya.
Eva. Oh yes, Eva. That one is outstanding. She's just another.
Eve Anya. Eva. Mimi ni mgumu. I don't like. I can't. Reading names. I'm poor at reading names. So ukiona nimesoma jina yako vibaya, so just kindly. I'm sorry for that. Eve Anya had like 73 people who had liked her post with 48 comments. With it's 1,000. Sorry, there's several people here with 1,556, which is a plus. The moment akiongeza 2 comments zifike 200, above 200 comments with above 200 likes, she tops. She overtakes Helen Ntawali, because already she has overtaken Helen Ntawali in terms of how do you call it? Where is it? In terms of how many people have seen it, which is 1,500 56. So the moment she overtakes that one, that's a plus. On social media, we never lie. It lie when you lie. The moment you lie, then you're lying to yourself, you yourself alone. That's how the engagement is being analyzed. Any question?
Yes, teach them the benefits of making comments and also doing likes, and what are the benefits? Because they are not participating, they are not even posting, and yet we left this group so that, and went to the page so that they can be able to maximize the use of it, especially the people on immune and the people on probation. They are not using this platform well.
Yes, we need to maximize this platform, because basically this is where we are going to show, or you're going to know who you are. This is a place whereby you're going to learn. This is a place whereby you're going to increase your fan base. This is a place whereby you're going to know how many people are interacting with me. Basically, it's a place whereby you're learning. It's a learning process. You learn today, tomorrow you learn, the other day. As a musician, it's always good to learn. And I remember there is a time I asked, why people ask online at 2 a.m.? Then I remembered I always sleep at 3 a.m. Research who your competitors. I know we've got those people whom we admire to be like. Like someone can say, like Precious can say, I want to be like Rihanna. I want to sing like Rihanna. I want to be like Helen Tawali. I want to sing like Helen Tawali. I want to have the vocals like Helen Tawali. Basically, learn from them. Then know, if Rihanna had this X music, who are the competitors of Rihanna? You will learn and know, like Mike Sio on it, and I don't know, I can't know them. Cecile, maybe Nani, I don't know, I cannot remember them. Maybe if I, I remember them, that's better. So learn very fast. This music industry, this industry of music, arts, comedy, whatever, it's so big and so stiff in terms of competition. If Rodrigo is in the house, is able to tell you how many people he produces music for in a month. He's going to tell you how many people are engaging with him in a month just to have music. What does that one show? It shows competition is stiff in the music industry. A good example of when there is time for politics. Politicians don't sleep. If you sleep, then you're kicked out. You're out of the competition if you sleep. I know what I mean by sleeping is not necessarily by saying like they don't sleep. No, I mean like there is a lot of things that they do on the ground as compared to the normal person. There's a lot of, in terms of writing proposals, in terms of moving up and down. Now, you are the celebrity, you're the next celebrity. What is in front of you is a huge chunk, is a huge block that you need to break. Is a huge block that you need to break. You won't entertain your family only. You will need to entertain even me. You will need to entertain J.RODRIGEZ wherever he is. You will need to entertain another person. I always tell people, live concerts can have 30 people or like can have like 1,000, 20,000 people, can have like 50,000 people. But online will hold billions of people. You are just here. You're just between here. Your fans are just here, waiting for your content, begging for your content, begging for your music. That's why you're seeing people going live of current. That's why you're seeing musicians going live. I know it has affected, and it's good. Corona is on the digital part of it. Corona has now shown us the way. It has just tell us it's not a matter of online activities. It's a matter of also, it's not a matter of offline activities, but online activities matters a lot. I work from home. Basically, I'm working now. Whatever I'm doing here, I'm at work. When I finish the training, I resume to my normal working. Social media has now, Corona has now influenced and impacted the digital world at the moment. The vision that Kenya had, Vision 2030, is now here, is now in 2020. That vision is now here in 2020. Nani amepiga mtoto?
Ni nani huyo anachapa mtoto jamani? Rodriguez.
So before
Rodriguez yako na watoto.
Helen, is there any question someone has?
Yeah, like I like the engagement thing that you talked about so that people can be able to review and see how much engagement we are and where we are at. So I like that. And then also teach them how to use social media, because right now when people are home, we're about to get out the house. Make use of this time maximum to the most.
Yeah.
And then we need to also do lives. We also need to do lives. We're going to get live this week. I think after Wednesday's class, we will start doing live broadcasts on our page, on our group. No, sorry, not on our page at Uguzi. Group, and you can do Helen Tawali and Helen Akos Tawali, and YouTube I think is posted. Yeah.
Right. Whatever I can ask us to do is ensure that by tomorrow's class, you have your pages ready and running. I'll be asking us on the group to share with us the pages that we have. Basically,
photos. Picture. These people don't know how to take pictures, Bana. The pictures they are putting for us are pictures, let's go old-fashioned. Some of the pictures, hata simu yako inaweza kupiga picha tu poa, lakini ukipose vizuri, na ule anakupiga poa. Hata selfies can also still make it, but you balance them well. Photos, these guys are not showing us their photos. We need to start seeing their pictures. So, can I give them permission to post online? We have probationers and also people on immune, and we wanted them to still enjoy getting votes and being congratulated. So I know AOV2 is asking us what's happening. How come we're not seeing content from these people? So we'll have special days on Thursday and Friday. Can they post on Thursday and Friday, Ogango?
All right, better. Because I need them to understand.
We leave Monday to Wednesday. I'm saying we leave Monday to Wednesday for the people who are on probation and immune. So we let them stay to Friday. We start putting content out there so people get to know what we do, how we sing. And I want good videos, not just a video for the sake of it, of running a panna. Clear, good videos, and they must display what you've learned in class so far. Must, MUST, capital letters, italics if you want to. So when we post videos on Thursday and Friday, please let them be videos that are clear, that dispose
expose our talent. And remember, I want music, I want drama, I want dance, I want music, drama, dance, I want creativity, and also something about your yes, writing. Those of you who are writing, you can do poems. Poems are shorter and sweeter to read. So if you are a writer, do poems like Claire Benson does, yeah.
Right. Hope by Thursday they'll be done. Maybe in the next like five minutes I'll be. I beg us to be done with this.
We actually finish at 2 o'clock. Leo tumekupatia tu ile nini ndio watu wajue social media ni aje and expectations. Rodriguez, you're saying you're here, and next Rodriguez has something to say. We still have tomorrow and Wednesday, Okango. You don't have to exhaust everything today. Yeah, so we have tomorrow. Tomorrow we hope we can finish at 2, and the next day also we hope we can finish at 2. Please be here on time.
Okay.
We can start earlier than 1. Probably, I don't know if you see the need, Okango, they can be here at 12:30. If you think they need more time, so we finish at 2, if that's okay.
Yes, because tomorrow is very important. I'll be doing YouTube.
Yeah, then you can do 12:30. We can do 12:30 instead of 1. Yeah, let's come at 12:30 and then we finish at 2.
Perfect. Thank you very
questions,
much.
Maswali zingine waulize kwa group. Kama kuna swali zingine waulize kwa group.
Right, asante.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, my connectivity leo ni mbaya, stima zilikuwa zimepotea, sasa ndio zinafixiwa, so apologies. But tomorrow I'll try as much as I can. I know I'll be where there's Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe just to say,
if you need to do posters,
yeah. Sema.
Rodriguez, you're our official poster creator, poster maker. Mimi nimenawa akia ungesikia vile nimeambiwa na Photomagic. Yeah. I'm like, please, it was something. At least we have somewhere we started. Clap for me. Yeah. Even
exactly. Yeah.
Nimeanza mahali. My poster.
mi na wewe ndio tunajua vile tunalalanga 6 asubuhi tukitengeneza hizo vitu, so trust me. Yeah. Hello.
So if you want to look good, you are allowed to send your pictures or photos to Rodriguez. He's gonna change everything. Yeah, Catherine, you have a question. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Catherine. At least not for sleepless nights. Fine, because they're the ones who came up with the rules and regulations. But you guys are wonderful. You know, like that. So people are just
Yeah, yo network yako tunahitaji kutengeneza, una break, but I finally nafikiri guys got the message. Una break. Sijui nipitie hivyo kutengeneza internet na Okango hivi. yako usikiki vizuri, tutapitia hivyo na Okango kesho tukuangalilia hiyo internet bana. Yo. Yeah. Okango, thank you. Thanks everyone for logging in. Tomorrow, please remember to log in to listen to Okango's other class. This is very important. Being someone who's also branding, and you know, I have done branding for close to around 11 years or so. Trust me, whatever he's giving you is very important. Without further ado, I think Mtali is still trying to talk to us. Connectivity yake iko mbaya.
Thank you so much, Okango.
Thank you very much, Ellen.
Na hiyo internet yako tutaitengeneza bwana. Tunataka kujua nini hiyo inainterfereanga na signal yako ukikuja kufunza huku.
Ni vile situmii nene. Leo nimetumia simu ndogo na Wajaluo hatumiagi simu ndogo yawa. Kutumia kompyuta.
Wapi ile iPhone yako 11 ile?
Nitatumia kompyuta from now on. Pia mimi nilikuwa na network issues.
Sawa.
Thank you guys. Bye for now.
Sawa.